It's late in the office. Uncle Bob stares at a whiteboard peppered with tangled arrows and indecipherable boxes labeled with jargon. A frustrated team waits to move forward, held hostage by a mess of dependencies and design mistakes. Suddenly, he sketches a simple ring, layers of responsibility flowing inward like ripples. What if, he says, there's a way to build architecture that lasts, that actually helps you, not haunts you? Let's unlock that secret. Before software works, it must breathe inside well-defined walls. But boundaries aren't just limits, they're enablers. Let's dive into why Uncle Bob swears by clean boundaries to tame complexity. Uncle Bob recalls a pizza company system bogged down by spaghetti dependencies. Every tiny change forced a cascade of updates. Developers were stuck patching leaks rather than building new features. This chaos wasn't due to the tech but to blurred boundaries. Code responsible for payment was tangled with UI and databases. Think of boundaries like fortress walls guarding a castle. They don't trap you, they protect your code's core from outside mess. Just as castle walls let you live safely inside, clean boundaries let components evolve independently without crashing into each other. By embracing boundaries, teams find freedom, changes become local, testing becomes possible, and innovation flows. The surprising insight: boundaries don't constrain creativity, they liberate it. Clean architecture turns chaos into calm, unlocking developer productivity for years, not just weeks. Dependencies seem inevitable, right? But Uncle Bob flips that on its head with a rule that rewires your brain and your code. In one real-life banking app, developers wrestled with changes because UI components imported core business rules. Uncle Bob's advice: flip those dependencies. The core logic should never rely on outer layers like UI or databases. Instead, outer layers depend on inner abstractions, protecting the heart of the system. Picture a theater curtain that hides intricate stage machinery behind the scenes. Audience only sees the actors up front. In clean architecture, the curtain enforces dependency direction. Inner circles can't peek outward, keeping the complexity invisible and manageable. Applying the dependency rule transforms a mess of dependencies into a clear hierarchy. Your system gains layers that talk inward only, preventing ripple effects of breaking changes. It's like turning a wild party into a well-orchestrated show, chaos replaced with clarity and control. So what happens if you build your software with these principles? Uncle Bob doesn't just promise magic, he shows transformational results. Uncle Bob points to Uber's engineering teams, who used clean architecture principles to ship features faster than competitors. By keeping their internal rules tight and dependencies controlled, they turned what could have been a fragile beast into an agile powerhouse, delivering real value without burning out developers on endless firefights. Think of architecture like a living organism. It grows, adapts, and heals. If you feed it clean boundaries and proper dependencies, it thrives. Neglect that and it decays, fragile, breaking at the slightest pressure. Clean architecture isn't just a style, it's a survival guide for code longevity. The surprise: software designed with these rules doesn't just survive longer, it becomes easier to improve. You don't just build for launch day, you build for maintenance, evolution, and scaling. The payoff: dramatically reduced technical debt and teams who actually enjoy building instead of fixing. Remember Uncle Bob's whiteboard, that tangled mess? Now imagine that ring of clear layers holding strong. Clean architecture isn't magic, it's a mindset that turns your chaos into calm. Next time you start a project, try drawing those clean rings first. It'll save you headaches, sleepless nights, and countless bugs. Software that lasts is not just about lines of code, it's how you organize them. Subscribe for more book summaries like this one.